of 2026. So for me, I might Royal Rumble for me it was a this was a breakdown from the emotion about AJ Styles since now going to retire. It breaks my heart. So let's get breakdown tonight at Royal Rumble. Here's all results, and you want to know about tonight's at Royal Rumble. So if you want to buy something like this T-shirt, is a AJ Styles merchandise. So right now I'm just running AJ Styles T-shirt. So you get you WWEshop.com, and I'm gonna you want to buy something on the website of WWEshop.com to get this T-shirt. AJ Styles is on merchandise. So you get one notification below on my screen, right here below on my screen, in the two separate ways, and so much more. So let's go break down right here. So this is the start of women's Royal Rumble title match. So we have the women's Royal Rumble match. We have it women's Royal Rumble entrance. So here is an order of Tony for every competitors after their entrance. So starting first, we have Charlotte Flair, almost time to the title ring almost 59 in 50 minutes. We have Alexa Bliss, Chaotic Zanes, Nia Jax, Nia Now, Lotta Five has was award limited force, Candice LeRae, Sonya Grace, Soroka is the final four, Roxanne Perez, Madison Dupree, Natty Neidhart, Liv Morgan is the final four, Riddle, Last and Lesson. The next one we have Selena Vega, Raquel Rodriguez is a final four, Southern Green, Sonia, Io Sky, Asuka, Rhea Ripley, Bayley, Stacey Singh, Nikki Bella, La Fakia, Connie Solon, Kairi Zane, and Brie Bella is finally back at Royal Rumble. And the last one is Timmy Strong is a final four. So let's go to women's Royal Rumble match. So after a women's Royal Rumble match has to start kick off to the show with Charlotte Flair made her way to a title ring, has a first entrant of her tag team partner Alexa Bliss has showed a number two, and after it took into the real 8 competitors is a title ring for the first elimination to take place, but the second and the third followed quickly. After solid views, it passed in percent with a 12 the entire match. So this was has started coming out at a regular, but they kept a healthy number of each capital into the title ring at any given this time. Well, and this match has included some fun moments, but if this is one morsel component to be had is that Imogen felt a little to rehearsals in front of a re-interpreting part of each new entrance and having a sort of the squashes have the ominous before rising with the rest of this capels. It sounds like the crowd was ensuing. It was easy, but it was hard not to notice how yes, the image was watching on TV. It was really good. It wasn't a bad rubber match for me, but it was near the best we have seen from the women's television. So it was also a little disappointing that we didn't get any big surprise from AAA or Teenage Top Stars as well. So it came down to the final three of the Morgan, Tavis Run, and Soul Walker as it's going to end. Therefore, also England into the Morgan was the last women's standing. So, in the winner of this match, Liv Morgan won the match. So, I just said an intro of the title show when 40 people with song has arriving at the area it was little different than nothing with how it was just shot. And it was Bliss wanted to wait to assault into it and work as a team with Leo. And they Jesus hitting their finishers on the east all before hugging each all. And speaking of chaotic things, look, follow up, Jesus got to the title ring. If he hits a few nice moves to, it was not a sad state. There's a DS caught shot into the crowd, and when they said you can't wrestle. And Charlotte Flair looked like she was Cody trying to save Liz when he eliminated her. It was happened. So I wasn't into making this point about hitting a towel to Sasuke kill. It was funny. The idea of sending a figure into his skill was hug and she ended up using it after about 5 seconds. I just said away Opal Fog saved Southern Green from limited and was pretty discontented to away and Kevin St. Cody eliminate Asuka was way too just independable. I did a market call and did everything in his power not to say about Brian Dennison when we did the yes kicks. So here's the next match. So this is my this bargain. It was emotional to AJ Styles. Here we go, one-on-one against Gojo. So It was the last time in 4 passes going to on defeating AJ Styles on Raw, January 12th. After one of the most predictable matches of the weekend, and we saw AJ Styles play his career on the line against Gunjo, so Link Garcia won the deal. Wasn't kind of a few weeks ago, but Styles just made him tap out force, so he wasn't looking to make sure he put Gunjo down for good this time. And they started with this headlock and squashes that we saw Styles in trying to reel Gunjo down. He also began to work on Link Garcia, his leg with some kicks to soften him up with a calf crusher. And the pieces receive and leaves a lot of holes between sort of pickled moves. The Styles was bleeding from a cut on his arm. So, was it Agile Blink Slam on the announce table from a Jocelyn standpoint? This was a faster title match. Was it however the time to win? It felt like they were taking it a little too slow. And it kept about between losing its peak into little and then spending. And it didn't make a big difference, but it was matchable. And Gordon may be one of the more dominant top stars he is onto the roster, but he did a good job making Styles look like a dangerous competitor by suiting for him at the right times. And just the longer they were, the better and this title match was. And then they had some confusing finish before it finally has ended, with AJ Styles passing out in a sleeper hold with the first career as a Formula One has come to going to end. The area was almost slight because the fans couldn't to with the world was believe it. I knew why this was not the ending we were hoping for, and yes, to put on still has just a performance. It may have been a bit long for some, and might they feel that last 2 minutes with a lot of drama. So, anyway, on this match is going to. So, I think it was hard not to notice how many empty seats were in the upper area. I just at the stadium. It was nice to hear of Michael Cole missing in time, missing about his name, AJ Styles. His time in TNA has been independent his entire career, as Styles still has one of the best drop kicks in the entire business. It says it has a good now. It was 15 years ago. So this was hard for me to see Styles leave. It's really hard. So, here's the next match. We have Drew McIntyre having go 1-on-1 against Sami Zayn. At last time in full essence, Sami Zayn won a 8-man tag match of SmackDown, Senior Insertive, and Drew McIntyre on defeating Cody Rhodes of SmackDown, Senior 19th. No, Senior 9th. Something like that. On the undisputed WWE Championship was on the line in the next title match. And it went to McIntyre on defeating the belt against Sami Zayn. So I'm going into this about the Sam had an 11-0 record against the Assassin, so Sami Zayn was in every bigger underdog. The new Snow has suspended the underdog from the underground with the overwhelming and fan favorites, and Drew McIntyre tried to assist his eminence right away, but Sami Zayn didn't let him have the overhand too long. Animals like Styles and Virgil and the piece deceived and took the time walking up into the base stuff, but they didn't take it, and the colt has slow, and they were getting their false months earlier in the title match and they disbanded. And these two always work well together, so there was never any doubt this will be in any team match. And Sami Zayn kicked out of a few as the Scots Peninsulas, and with it I hope keep the icon from when it has predictable hasn't made have it put at force. And Drew McIntyre won has been it, but there were moments where it felt like Sami Zayn might couldn't get to a victory. It was always hopes. It makes a match more insoluble. And the winner of this match, Drew McIntyre. And this show had so much between and just tired masses that you could swap out at last half in the hour from the replay, and no one will notice the announcers. So all the announcers know that Sami Zayn was on your feeling in Sunday Boya. He into is about Sami Zayn is great at selling with versus sponsors. So powerbomb into the center table was look really good. It Sami Zayn so it personally. So let's go to a man's one-on-one entrance. Hey guys, I'll be right back. I had to clean my glasses in a minute, so make it music comments at the bottom on my screen below. I'll be right back in a few seconds. So I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. So I got something out my eyes. A minute. Okay. So continue on. Andrew means water bubble entrance. So let's go between with this. So here's the only order for anyone in the men's rumble over filming and Barney Baker forced Nemid, Sosakoa, Ray Mysterio, Rusev, Matt Cardona, Damian Priest, Savon Evans, Mr. Iguana, Tarek Williams, Cody Rhodes, a unwanted cameo has Lyric Castle. We have announcement in unwanted cameo. It was Chad Gable. So the next one we have Powerhouse Hobbs is now known as Royce Keys. Welcome back to Royal Rumble. Powerhouse Hobbs has Royce Keys. So we have Austin Theory, Boston Reed, Izzy Dragunov, A.A. Paco, Dragon Lee, Logan Paul is a Final Four, Emma Knight, Brock Lesnar, The Miz, Ray Phoenix, Say Uso, Roman Reigns is a Final Four winner, Signify 2, Penta, Randy Orton is a Final Four, including Gunter is a Final Four. So let's go to a Men's Royal Rumble. So I just say the main event of the night was a Men's Royal Rumble. We started with Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce arguing on the debate about who had to start the match. I don't know what's going on with Paul Heyman and Adam Pearce. So I was always intelligent about who had to start the match. It was Alba Flamey has ended up going the number 1 spot. Once it has, Braun Baker was about to enter the ring at number 2, and he was attacked by a man in his hoodie, and was the attacker hitting a stump. And it was made anyone decided it was. The mic could be Seth Rollins. So this time around, so they might find out next Monday. So Alba Flamey was usually saying Braun Baker also top rope in the force of force Nemid. And you saw a royal Nemid to force 5 people before police had showed up and to bring over him a real fight. The ring started is floating up. And so by the time we got a 20-man having entered the ring, we had Lemon, Mr. Initiative. Cody Rhodes was close into saving himself from Nemid and into when July saw out of nowhere to eliminate Claymore that has limited him for the match. Including Second Fight 2 was described by just it allowed to Roman Reigns to eliminate him. So Alba Flamey and Savon Evans above had strong the performance in this kind of match, but neither made it. Just the Final Four is a world basket longer in the most of the old tied. Roman Reigns was the most to eliminate, so he was looking strong. It was a hit into his entire main roster big purse. And we have Logan Paul, Roman Reigns, and Nigel and Randy Orton took a moment to visit when it came down to sex with them. There's a ring and they put off it. And he Paul was supposed to get tossed out. The trial received its ring, and guess it was a follow two, and when it was all plain said and done, and Roman Reigns to out Gunther to win and on a title shot to roll at WrestleMania 42. I'm happy when Roman Reigns won the match. I'm happy for him. So, after having Roman Reigns wasn't the most exciting seasons, but the kind of match as a whole wasn't fun a lot was superstars. They got some time to decide, and so storylines will we wasn't advised. And this might not have been the ending what we wanted, but it could have been much worse. And the winner of this match, Roman Reigns, our tribal chief. So, I get into nobody has a meltdown and call like Paul Heyman said. It wasn't bookings like overframing to look so strong. And what he was is a main roster debut was smart he could be a top star. So where he continues to look is good. And Trick Williams got a nice full reactions for his entrance. It's a award Mick McConnell will eliminate back to back. WWE endorsing a voice keys has Hobbs before, and reporting the name seems as kind of interesting, but it's mostly a boy. Yes, it isn't. Logan Cole was trying to evolve wrestling about AEW when Cody Rhodes and Ross Keys has distracted, and Keys didn't spend as much time into the ring has been for his debut. I just a standoff between Oliver Framing and Brock Lesnar was a fun moment. If they also interest took too long, that might set the time his music hit. You do like this, like a heat sign. Into when Roman Reigns was ready to come out next. So I like St. Usos doing this a heat. So this is my favorite picks. I just it's a fun award. The 2026 at Royal Rumble might not go down in history has a bad soul. It's okay, but it won't be considered one of the top 10 Rumbles either. And then Morgan winning the women's match was probably the last pre-engineable outcome of the night, but even that pick wasn't out of left to fill, and having Styles was going to end his WWE career. And so the Warrior was a strong suit, and while the match was good, it's hard to believe this farewell tour will be large once finally. Drew McIntyre retaining against Sami Zayn was the most outcomes of the night, with even William Johnson winning the award had been underspending in entire career, making moments for him. And Roman Reigns is still one of the top Drews in WWE, but his incarnate for Westwood make it hard to get Russell in his road to WrestleMania. So unless he is going to be hit most weeks. So and this show had plenty of fun moments and gave a handful, a ton of many superstars, and it was a spotlight, and they can carry forward into their main roster push, so your heart is positive too. So it was a really good show. I really loved it. So, like I said before, so let's go to out the final notes here. It's a final Royal Rumble. So I see Royal Fives has announced a match tonight of AAA. Listen to play. So it might be good. Oh, it's more. TC Perkins is in NAA Listen to play Red White Wrestling this tonight. So I'm going to watch AEW on Collision, and I'm going to watch it next. So Sonic Grace is turning about 4 hours, and we're all winners inside the end. So this was great. Oh hey guys, thanks for sending a comment. So it was really good tonight. I really loved it. So I see Sonia Gullo, so a guy who tweets 1 hour. He said, the guy who doesn't open my eyes to the wrestling world outside of the big three. I'm just the reason a lot of us early 200s inside of indies, indie kids with a hard to 12 off before our entrance in and out of the ring the rest of the aggressors. And there can and always will be only one without easy styles. So I want to show you guys and turn up my screen right here this moment. So let me see. So let me show you guys in a quick update on regarding styles. So here's the styles is Hawking. Jasonga Gallo is at the Saudi Arabia. It is just to be the one last time to see him go to WWE. So here's the next one. I think. I'll see Liz King is at NXT for next week. Speaking to Mike Satana. So it's not happening. He's going to AEW. I think. So I want to see teammate match. I want to see AJ Styles against Mike Santana. Let's go. So he is coming soon. I hope so. Well, AJ hasn't forgotten where he came from. So only match AJ should have in TNA one more time. This time AJ Styles against Mike Santana. So this so no, he's going to AEW. I hope not. So let me look this up a minute. Speaking to AJ Styles. So let me see. Okay, here's a final question here. So it's not expected to sign with AEW. That's what he said. AJ Styles is not expected to sign AEW until he was close to making a move in 2025. He normally decided to stay with WWE for one final one. The current AEW talent legacy has ruled out supposedly of Styles suing AEW, assuring that he is too old and scared to make the switch. Currently, those reports should indicate that there is a very slim chance of Styles is signing with AEW after his daily contract expires. So, we will stay tuned for this. So, I'll make you guys update on that and what's going on with Styles. So, I'm going to read that next later on. So let me see, maybe a few more notes. Anya Tiboy says AJ Styles could walk in a backstage role. He said, so AJ Styles can still go and they trying to get him a backstage role. LOL. So I think so here's all what I get it from that, and I'm only responding to WWE into race wanted it for 2026. AJ Styles' retirement told very possible World Championship win. AJ didn't want a tour with WWE, so AJ is done it, or AJ is going to TNA in Japan for his own tour. I think maybe in 2027 or 2028. So I was thinking about he's gonna be into NXT against Marisol. I think what he might maybe new NXT CM. I figured it out. I had to be into the season just like Son Cena did. So if Triple H keeps it up, he's going to be, hopefully he still has a backstage role himself. I think. So, I need to be honest. It just doesn't replace Eva on NXT. So, what do you guys think? On this, my my YouTube live chat below. So, I think so. Brian Dennison, I love to like Cody Rhodes taught me to have fun, and learning is. Um, so it's too bad for Triple H want himself to stay in backstage. I think. So, I'm gonna read this in a quick minute. So, thank you for. So let's go to the polls right away. So let's go to the polls. So we got 86% like it so tonight at Royal Rumble. 14% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So let's go to my X poll. So we got 7% liked it, 25% is alright, and 75% didn't like it. So thank you for coming out, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on WrestleMania, Road to WrestleMania 42. And so I had to make an announcement right now, right away. So let me see. So Triple H has announced we have Backlash on Tampa 4 on Saturday, May 9th, on 2026. It might be on, let me see. So it might be on May 9th, it'll be on Saturday. So I'll see you guys to the next pay-per-view on May 9th. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at WrestleMania 42. So have it Wrestle Saturday. Have a great night. Rest you guys have a great week. And I'll be back here on next Monday for Monday Night Raw. And so much more. So we're gonna get Mark Stickle, Spotify, Occupy Spotify Radio, and Podcast Anything, and so much more. I'll see you guys next Monday Night Raw next week. And I'll see you guys next time. So stay tuned for any more news comes out. And I'll see you next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. I'll see you next time. Have a rest of the week. And I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.